So, do you celebrate Star Wars Day? You know what I'm talking about. May the 4th be with you. Well, we're going to talk about that today. Welcome everyone to the Dr. Blue Duck channel, a channel for gaming dads like you, gaming dads like me. And one neat thing about being a dad is that you can create and promote your own holidays in your own home. You see, my two little boys seriously believe that Star Wars Day, May 4th, is an actual legit holiday. And I like it that way. So, how do we celebrate Star Wars Day? How do we celebrate May 4th? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that. Well, like Christmas, my wife and I get our boys a few presents. And yes, we even wrap them. This year, I got my 6-year-old a Mandalorian and Baby Yoda Lego sets. And I got my 2-year-old a Mandalorian and Baby Yoda Play-Doh set. So they kind of got the same thing, but they're kind of different at the same time. I also got my 6-year-old a small Mandalorian that uses a magnet to sit on your shoulder. It's one of those things where you put little plush Mando here, and then there's a little magnet underneath the shirt. So it looks like Mando's just kind of like riding there on your shoulder. And I got my 2-year-old a plush Anzellan, and it's like a little stuffed animal. In case you're not a super Star Wars nerd, those are the creatures that help repair the droids in the Mandalorian series. They're kind of like these small little like gremlin looking creatures. My 2-year-old laughs every time they come on the screen, so I thought it was perfect for him. And I also got them both a small container of lightsaber bubbles that light up. And what kid doesn't like bubbles? And what parent does like bubbles? I mean, those things get all over the place. They get the floor sticky, but if you have them do it outside, they're not too bad, right? So besides for gifts, how else do we celebrate Star Wars Day? Well, we watch the Star Wars movies. Since I have 2 small children, we have chosen different age-appropriate Star Wars films throughout the years. One year we watched the 1985 Droids animation titled Droids, The Adventures of R2-D2 and C-3PO. And if you have really small kids, it's hilarious to hear them try to pronounce those names. I think my older son used to say RTDT, and saying C-3PO, that's just kind of hard. Another year, we watched the 1984 The Ewok Adventure. If you guys remember that, no, not the Star Wars Christmas special. We haven't watched that for Star Wars Day ever, nor will we ever. But another year, we actually watched a few of the original trilogy films, and that was kind of neat. And then another year, we watched The Phantom Menace in theaters. They did a special May the 4th showing of The Phantom Menace, so that was kind of fun. And this year, we're actually rewatching the Mandalorian series to prep for the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out this May. Also, to celebrate Star Wars Day, my wife, she's awesome. She normally makes some sort of Star Wars themed dinner or desserts. For example, one year she made Chewbacca chili with green Yoda muffins. One year she made Princess Leia cinnamon buns. She always does a super great job being creative for us. And since this channel focuses on gaming, for about a week before Star Wars Day, we play Star Wars themed games. One family-friendly game is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. It's actually a really fun game for the entire family, and there's a lot of built-in comedy within the game with inside jokes and visual puns that only true fans would understand. Now, my boys are too young to play this, but I really enjoy playing Vader Immortal on the Quest 3, along with Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. Those are my 2 VR recommendations for preparing for Star Wars Day. Being in a full Star Wars themed 3-dimensional environment and holding an actual lightsaber in your hand, that really puts you in that Star Wars mood. Now, one of these days, I really want to take my family to Disneyland near May 4th because it's just the ideal place to hang out and be fully immersed in Star Wars with all the other hardcore Star Wars fans. But that is kind of expensive, so right now it'll just be something we'll do someday. Now, there's another tradition that I have, and it's to pick up each one of my boys and fly them around the living room to the Star Wars theme song, pretending that they're in an X-Wing fighter. Now, this year, my 6-year-old, wow, can you believe that? Now 6 years old, he is getting a little bit heavy to do this, but as long as my back can handle it, I'm going to keep up this tradition. I mean, I wonder what he's going to look like when he's 16. Hopefully he's not too big because I'm going to really try to pick him up and do that. Now my 2-year-old, hey, no problem at this point. We're going to fly all around our new house. So, overall, the main point of celebrating May the 4th be with you, Star Wars Day, is to have another excuse to do something fun with your family and to make more memories. Someday, long from now, I want my boys to be able to look back and say, wow, dad and mom really made life fun. I want them to be excited about things and learn to be excited about things, even silly things like Star Wars. I want them to know that life isn't all doom and gloom, but that life is fun. It can be fun. You should have those fun moments. A Bible verse that actually comes to mind is Psalm 118:24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. If God really gave us this life, the blessing of being alive, why aren't we enjoying that blessing? I think we should. Now, we can't control what will happen tomorrow, but we can rejoice in the blessings that God has given us today. And I want my kids to understand that. Anyways, I would like to know any other Star Wars games that you would recommend playing on May 4th. And may the 4th be with you always. Or, as I like to say here, be kind, use your minds, and game on, friends.